We start with Chofetz Chaim. Big subject is the same, well as for victims' benefit. So today's topic is information. I'm on page 174. The second category of constructive purpose is to help those who have been or have been adversely affected by the subject's behavior. Okay. If one has previously witnessed a Jew causing monetary damage to another, to ensure that the victim will be compensated, it's a constructive purpose. So if it's possible to prove, so it's for sure constructive purpose. It would therefore be permissible to relate what has transpired. After ascertaining that the facts are correct, and after they haven't spoken with the perpetrator, one must determine what will result from relating the information and whether or not halacha justifies effecting that result. So basically, the citation is follows. So it's one person caused the damage of another person. So that person the witness, the best way, of course, to talk to this perpetrator and ask, look, I saw what you did, so maybe if you want to go to them and give money to them or ask them, apologize and compensate, maybe it's not such a big deal, right? So if he said absolutely no, so then the story changes. Yeah.
So let's say there's a situation, right, where there's a worker, okay, and they stole from another worker, okay? And so what do? You go to the boss to tell him so that he makes them recompensate the other worker, correct?
Okay, I mean, it's not the boss's job. It's not like somebody stole it from him, from the boss, right?
Yeah, I agree with you, but it's for a constructive purpose since, he's the only one who could help recompensate it because that employee is only going to the boss.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, it's not exactly true. Okay, so one guy has had his personal stuff on his desk, right? So his coworker took his personal stuff. So what does it have to do with the boss?
Boss runs the company where he can fire whoever he needs.
Okay, but it hasn't. I mean, I'm not sure if he can fire person because of that guy is going to take him to a court, and so why did he fire me? Because I stole I don't know $100 from this guy. Okay, what does have to do with performance? You understand?
Yeah.
So it's not so simple. They have to give you a reason why give person a reason why they fire. Because of why? I'm not a good worker. I'm a good worker. I took maybe he owed me $100. How do you know? He borrowed 1,000. I saw 100. Okay, I said okay. I never get anything. So it's not so easy.
Yeah. So let's go with the example. Let's say the boss is the only one. Okay. Now this boss happens to really what's it called? The person who stole, right, is really the boss's friend. Okay, they have good connections. They go to the bar. They go wherever. Okay.
Yeah.
So whenever you told the boss, if you just say, "Hey, he stole," the boss isn't gonna care, right? So, are you allowed to tell him extra that's not related? For example, you say that this person stole from you like this, he did that, all this other stuff that's not related.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not related.
But are you allowed to tell him because that's the only way he's gonna make him recompensate?
No, but there is no connection that he's actually was sleeping on a job, right? Oh, okay. Well, what is the connection with what he stole? You understand? So in all of this case of Lashon Hara, right, even for constructive purpose, one of the conditions was that you have to say the minimum required. So if one example is enough, so you don't have to say. And actually, 20 years ago, somebody told me, well, stop it. It's not related. You understand? So one example is enough. It's good. He's not sure. Okay, give him a second example. But that's it. You don't have to give all the information.
Understand.
Okay, continue. In civilized society, the straightforward way of dealing with crime is to inform the authorities. However, reporting one's fellow Jew to a secular official may result in his facing punishment undeserved according to the Torah. Right? That's the biggest problem. So for this crime, he's going to get a sentence of 1 year, right? Or whatever. So yeah, that's very bad. Punishment deserved by Torah. Imprisonment, for example, is not acceptable means of the punishment for monetary infractions by the Torah standards. There's no imprisonment in the Torah for a long term until they have this investigation. Yeah, that's a different story. You understand? So basically, in Torah, we don't. In Torah, we care about restitution, right? Of the whatever the victim lost, and plus we care about correcting of the victim. So if he cannot be corrected, we get king involved and just chop his head. That's it. That's the correction. But if there is still way for him to correct, so yeah, we send them to sell them as a slave and stuff like that. So that's constructive punishment, right? Educational punishment. So the guy can change. Like people go to the prison. They come. He goes to the prison because he stole $100. He comes like a gangster, like a murderer. You understand? So how is it productive? You understand? Plus everybody has to pay taxes for this guy to be there. Okay. You want to ask? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say someone stole $5, okay, and he has to pay back he has to give back $5 to, I don't know, the government, according to halacha, right? Let's say he stole from the government, he has to give back $5 to the government, okay? Now, so let's say, is someone allowed to frame him like where it looked like he was speeding on a traffic light, so he has to pay these $5? He's paying the $5 for another crime that he didn't commit, but the only reason you made him pay it is for that crime that he did commit. Is that allowed or no?
You see, the big picture. I mean, we didn't get to it, but it's not allowed to report the Jew to the authorities unless he's danger, like physical danger to others. So monetary dangers. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not 100%. So sure, I'm not going to say. But if he's a pedophile or he's a killer or a rapist, okay. In this case, what are you going? You're going to tell this Beis Din? What is they're going to do this? I mean, maybe you have to consult this Beis Din, but I'm sure they're going to give you permission. They say call 911 and let them take care of him.
So I'll give you a little bit of a different example. Let's say you stole $5 from Joe, okay? Now, Joe didn't know he stole $5 from him, that he lost $5, okay? So what do you do? Now, you frame him in a situation where it looks like he actually did steal $5 where he didn't. So now Joe thinks he has to give him $5. Not allowed?
No, it's not the. Oh yeah, I can't tell you what. So we're not allowed to report Jews to the non-Jewish authorities.
Oh no, I'm talking about a from person.
But who are you going to report to?
No, I'm saying like this. There was a person, right, who stole. From person stole. Okay? He stole from another from person. Now, that other from person doesn't know, okay? So what do? You frame a crime where it looks like he stole from that from person. So he wasn't going to pay back the first $5.
Really have to stay away from lies. That's it. And just the example from Torah that came to my mind is David HaMelech, when he was judging the case, and it was poor guy and it was a rich guy, and looks like the poor was not exactly the righteous person. He was trying to lie. You understand? To get something from a rich guy. So and he would because maybe he was desperate, right? And many judges today that's what they do. You see somebody's there, okay, he's not guilty. Well, he's not guilty, but he stole. What do you mean he's not guilty? But David HaMelech was righteous judge, And so everybody, like other people, it doesn't matter. This rich guy, like if he gives $1,000, he has millions. Well, who cares? But in Judaism, it's not about amount of money. It's about what is true, what is not true, right? About the righteous judgment. So David would say, okay, you're a poor person, pay to the rich person, right? Even if it's your last $100 and he has a lot. And then after the proceedings, he would give tzedakah to this poor person from your own money, not from anybody's. From your own money, you can be tzaddik, but not do not play with somebody else's money. Okay, so let's continue. Provide information that might lead to a Jewish imprisonment could therefore considered malshinus, an act of being malshin, informer. We call it moiser, malshin. Okay. Only if it is clear that individual is dangerous and poses threat to others, can be spoken against for the sake of protecting others from harm. Like this Michael Aminov. I don't know if you know what's going on now. Such matters are extremely sensitive and complex and demand consultation with the competent halachic authorities. So there is one clown rabbi, right, in Arizona, right? So, and he has two missionaries working for him. It's not even funny. So and he and these two missionaries, father and son, they created a Beis Din. Unbelievable. So these missionaries do the shkita, and the whole community eat from that shkita. Most of the people. They write Sefer Torah, they write mezuzahs. They do infinite. Unbelievable. They do marriages, chuppah and kiddushin. Right, so about people like that, you have to warn people, but otherwise it's not allowed.